Hi. Hello. Hi, everyone. How are you doing? Happy Thursday. Hi. Hi, fam. Let me know if you can see me, hear me. My audio is coming in clear and my video as well. I am multi-streaming, so you would be able to catch me on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube and LinkedIn. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining. Hi, Sunshine. How are you doing? If you can also see me, thank you, Lauti, thank you so much. All right, so streaming fine, awesome. Happy Thursday, everyone. How y'all doing? Thank you, Nitty. How y'all doing? How you doing? Fill me in. What's happening with you? Hi, Juliet. Hi, Farhat. Hi, Femi. Awesome. Fantastic. So let me know where you're joining me from. I am speaking to you from Calgary in Alberta. Where are you joining me from right now? What's your location? Steven, you notice my new glasses. Yes. Yeah. I got some new frames. I got new glasses. Awesome. Thank you. So where are you joining me from? Okay, Sunshine is joining from India. Awesome. Dorcas joining from South Africa. Tito is in Toronto. Olauti is in Vancouver. Busaya is in Calgary. Henry is in the UK. Ife is in Texas. Awesome. Awesome. Lola is in Watford in the UK. Uzo is in Scotland. Mabel is in Port Harcourt. Fantastic. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. So I have some time between my meetings today. So I thought, you know what? Let's do a quick live. I just finished a keynote session for an amazing business analysis conference in Austria. And that was a fantastic session. But I thought to do this live because coming online in the past 2 days, we have been seeing a lot of maybe in over a week actually. We've been seeing a lot of layoffs, right? So the big tech companies, laying off staff. Twitter based off of changing management and also for um, Meta as well. Reorg. But these things do happen, right? So whether you are in a company that is having any financial challenges or not, you should always be open to new opportunities, right? But as professionals, you need to put yourself first in the sense that you need to be improving yourself, right? You want to always put yourself in a position where you are, top tier, right? Top tier talent that, you're always being recruited, you're being headhunted, you're being poached for opportunities. And this time of the year actually is really one of the best times to change jobs if you wanted to do that. Move industries if you ever wanted to do that. So how do you go about that, right? It is November, so we have Thanksgiving, and then December we have Christmas holidays and the New Year as well. But I wanted to, share some strategies, for you all, especially if you're looking to land a job or change your job. So if you're looking to change jobs, you're applying, you're job searching, let me know in the comments. Put job in the comments if you're looking for a new job. If you're looking for a new job very soon, put job in the comments. I'd like to know, and if you are, right, what strategies are you employing? What are you doing? Because this is actually the best time to still land jobs. And even if you see all of these big tech companies laying off, it's normal, right? The current economy will not sustain these companies. And this is the reason why. During COVID, businesses blew up. There was a lot of demand. A lot of these companies started hiring a lot. That's the truth. So they were hiring with the expectations that the contracts they had, all the businesses and you know all the all the deals in their pipelines basically would continue. But as we know it, so many things have happened over the last year with the pandemic, going away, and things coming back to normal. But there's the war with Ukraine and Russia, and then there's the recession, right? So people spend a lot of money. A lot of companies made those decisions to hire a lot, and then now that they're not making as much as well, crypto is down, stocks are down as well, and these companies are publicly traded. So there's so many things that you have to look at because they need to pay dividends to shareholders, right? So they have to look at so many things. And the truth is, when a company is trying to make those tough decisions, the first thing they would look at is, payroll. Because even as an employer today, one of the biggest expenses that we have on our books is payroll, right? So paying staff. So those are the decisions that companies have to make. And that's why if you're in a company that is, in that kind of situation, you should already know that, okay, we're not actually making money anymore. We're probably running at a loss right now. So the company might need to make those decisions. So you are well aware. You're well aware of what's happening, and you're also thinking about yourself, right? So now that we know that these things are normal, even though these companies are laying off, they're still going to hire. They're just really changing their focus. Like Meta, what Mark Zuckerberg said is Meta is focusing on their AI, their AI business. They're focusing more there. So they're letting go of people in job functions that they feel don't support that vision. Same thing with we're hearing so many things about what's happening with Twitter. I hear Intel is going to, lay off soon. So many of these tech companies, in fact, it's been a while, like Shopify. So many have been laying off for a while. In fact, I think the last time I was on TV, on CTV, I talked about this, the fact that the layoffs will continue. And I said this in June. This will continue, but as professionals, we have to ensure that we are upskilling and reskilling to make sure that we are always top tier talents. That even if there is a layoff tomorrow, we're good, right? We're changing jobs within a week, right? Or even before it happens, we've been headhunted for something better. So what can you do to ensure that, even within the holiday season, that you're able to still land multiple opportunities? So let's talk about why the holiday season in itself is a fantastic time to change jobs. Now, this is the end of the year. Companies are looking at their yearly goals. Okay, so this is the end of the year. What have we achieved? What are the things that we need to make changes to? How can we reprioritize? How can we re-strategize as well? So they're planning for next year. And based off of this, there's going to be a budget, right? It's going to be a budget that's going to be released for next year. And within that budget, there will be hiring budget too as well. So based off of the new projects and initiatives that will be, that we would start in 2023, there will be hiring budgets for those roles. Maybe they're also going to set up new project teams, right? And they need to hire people into those roles. There are people who would resign, who are leaving. So, during the holiday season at the end of the year, a lot of times there's still a lot of opportunities available. Even as a job seeker, if you do have, a solid profile like on LinkedIn, you will get more recruiters reaching out to you at this time. So that's the reason why the holiday season, it's very, 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 very easy to change jobs. So what strategies should you be implementing? Right? One, you want to make sure your resume is up to date, right? You want to make sure your resume is up to date. Update your resume. One thing I find with a lot of people is that they don't update their resume as often as they should. For some of you, your resume was updated maybe 2020 or 2019. What about all the things that you've done in the last 2 years, initiatives you've been a part of, right? Projects you've worked on, volunteering opportunities you've done. Have you included them into your resume right now? Right? So when last did you update your resume? Let me know in the chat. So when last did you update your resume? And we're all guilty of this, right? Sometimes we're so caught up that we forget to actually include all of the things that we're doing. So things as recent as last week, as 2 weeks ago, Any recent achievements, any recent accomplishments, make sure you update your resume with all of those recent, initiatives. 2021, Lola laughs. Okay, Docker says today, you're definitely actively job searching, right? So we want to make sure that we're constantly updating our resumes. And I'm also guilty of this. Like, we're not constantly doing that. Honestly, it's only when I have to maybe do something that requires that, and I remember, oh, I need to add this, I need to add that, we did this, we did that, right? So constantly update your resume, update your LinkedIn profile too as well. We are we are also, we're also using LinkedIn, but how many times do you actually go to your LinkedIn profile and look at how you can revamp it, make it, richer, make it more, make your accomplishments more recent? So the things that you've done, right, throughout the year, have you included them into your LinkedIn profile? Initiatives you've been a part of, maybe you have moved from just being in the planning phase of that project and you have actually deployed it, right? And that project has been completed. Have you updated your LinkedIn profile to show that? So those are some things that you want to start doing right now if you haven't. Also, if you haven't updated your LinkedIn profile in a while, please go and do that right now. You want to show that your LinkedIn profile is active, and you want to put the most recent things that you've done on your LinkedIn profile. When recruiters are searching for people on LinkedIn, it is the most active profiles that come up. Of course, your profile has to be optimized, but if your profile is inactive, you don't show up. So as often as possible, if you are job searching, you should be updating your LinkedIn profile. Not making too many changes all the time, but those little bits of changes, like I mentioned earlier, any new volunteering opportunities, new projects you've been a part of, accomplishments, recommendations, things that have happened recently, put it up on your LinkedIn profile. So update your LinkedIn profile if you haven't done that. Wow, Oluwale says, thanks. No CV update in 2 years. So, Wale, if you haven't updated your CV in 2 years, right, you have still information on your CV. You don't have your recent achievements. What about the trainings you've taken this year? For some of you, you've taken, the Business Analysis School master classes, certification courses, right? You've taken, the accelerator program, any other programs you've taken from other schools. Have you updated it on your resume? What about the new skills you've learned this year? Right. So if you've taken any of the master classes with the Business Analysis School, certification prep classes, coaching programs, have you uploaded that on your LinkedIn profile? Your certificate, have you included that to your resume? If you've learned new skills throughout the year, maybe you've learned SQL, you've learned Power BI, you've learned Visio, you've learned Jira. If you've learned any new skills throughout the year or any tools, have you included that into your resume and included that onto your LinkedIn profile too as well? So you want to make sure that it is up to date, it is rich, it has all the necessary information that hiring managers are looking for. So, those are some things you want to start doing right now, because you can't say you are looking for a new job and you're not updating your assets, right? And then another thing you want to start doing is, looking at, job descriptions. Look at job description. I talk about this all the time. That's how you know what employers are looking for. So let me know in the chat, what jobs are you actually applying for? So a lot of you say you're applying for jobs, you want to change your job. What jobs are you applying for? So are you looking for a project manager role, looking for a business analyst role, scrum master role? Are you looking for an accounting role or marketing role? Whatever you're looking for, go and look at the job descriptions, right? Go to Indeed, go to Monster, go to LinkedIn. Okay, looking for a BA role, fantastic. So look at the job descriptions, guys, and you'll be able to see what are hiring managers looking for. What are they looking for? What is the common theme across all of these roles within these industries? Right? That would help you to see, what is lacking, what you need to improve on, what needs to be on your resume. So you have to start, okay, Scrum Master, business analyst, fantastic. So you want to look at that. So that gives you, a clear idea of what needs to be on your resume. You want to look at most recent, job descriptions. Okay, data analyst from Shola. All right, so you want to do that as well. Okay. Now, when you've done that, you have updated your LinkedIn and your resume, because a lot of you have not done that. So go and do that right now. So once you've done that, then you want to now use LinkedIn as a tool. So use LinkedIn as a tool to start to connect with recruiters in your industry. You have to connect with recruiters in your industry, right? So people who recruit for the roles you're looking for, whether it's Scrum Master, data analyst, business analyst, project manager, like I see in the comments, then connect with those recruiters. Send them messages, right? What recruiters typically do is when they have, a new job brief, they'll reach out to people in their, in within their database first. So how do you want to make sure that you're in the database of all of these recruiters? Right? So you want to go on LinkedIn, connect with them, let them know that you're open and you're looking. It's their job to find people. They get paid for that, right? So, you're not being a pest as long as you are polite about it. You're fine. So reach out to recruiters, let them know you're open. Let them know you're open, for these roles. Tell them the roles that you're open for. Send out your resume to them. And then also you want to go on LinkedIn and search, for, jobs that are hiring. So if you go on LinkedIn right now and in the search bar, put hiring plus project manager, hiring plus business analyst, you'll be able to see posts, for business analysts, posts for project manager. Send a message to the hiring manager or the recruiter as well. So you can use your LinkedIn profile to find those opportunities. And then another thing you want to do is go on Google. So when you go on Google, search for recruitment and placement companies in your area. When you do that, you would see lots of companies' websites show up. Go on their websites and create a profile. You want to get into the database of all of these companies as fast as possible. So go on their websites, create a profile, upload your resume. And then when you do that, find a recruiter that works at those companies and send them a message. Let them know that you have set up a profile, on their platform, and that you are looking for, XY role, right? So of course, this is after you have updated your LinkedIn profile and of course your resume. So you want to use the strategies to start to put yourself out there. And then with these recruiters that you engage, that you connect with, you want to engage with them, right? Engage on their posts, like, reshare, so you stay top of mind. You stay top of mind with them. And then another way that you can also start to find opportunities, especially in the holiday season, is your immediate circle, right? People that you've worked with in the past. Nothing wrong with checking in with them, catching up with them, letting them know that you're open, you're looking. Let people around you know, because people can hear about an opportunity and can refer you to that opportunity. So don't keep quiet about it. Let your immediate circle know that you're looking for new opportunities. Tell them what you're looking for, and they might be able to refer opportunities to you. Another thing that you should be looking at is, towards the end of the year as well, like this, a lot of companies will be doing a lot of like webinars. There'll be also be talking about what they're doing for the year, what they've done this year and what they're planning for next year. And they'll have like public sessions and public webinars. Attend those kinds of webinars and connect with people at those companies. That's a good way to sort of get an idea of what the companies are about, get an idea of the staff and where their vision is going, and connect with people. Start to show your interest in those companies, as well. And then also you want to take advantage of associations, right? Associations. So if you're looking at, roles within project management, you want to join, PMI chapters, you want to join, the PMI body itself, business analysis, join the IIBA, and then join the local IIBA chapter. Okay. Scrum Master, join Scrum associations, right? Towards the end of the year, like this, there will be lots of opportunities to mingle, to meet people, right? Associations would always have events in November and December to round up the year. They would have their conferences, they would have their social events around Thanksgiving, around before the Christmas time, to wrap up the year. Attend these events. If they're physical, show up, right? If they're virtual, show up, right? Connect with people, share what you do, share your recent achievements. If you are shy to share your recent achievements, people wouldn't really know what you're about and the amazing things that you do. So make sure you're open to sharing your achievements. So join those sessions, network with people in those sessions as well. Just don't go asking for a job, but actually share, what your key skills are. Just have some sort of value proposition statement that you share with people when you meet them, and that's a way that you can let people also know. Because the truth is, if I'm at an event and I hear somebody saying I'm looking for a program manager job, and I know about a program manager job, and I just met you and I think that you're a really great guy, I would definitely recommend you for that role. So, those are ways that you can start to find jobs, during the holiday season. And the truth is, during the holiday season too, a lot of people, turn off their emails, they, turn off their phones. They're not fully on their devices. And so a lot of people miss out on opportunities to maybe show up for interviews or respond to recruiters. So you want to make sure that, you respond as soon as possible when you receive job requests in your emails or your LinkedIn. If you're job searching during this time, I definitely would say make sure you're looking at your LinkedIn, make sure you're looking at your email, check your spam and your junk folders as well, and respond quickly too, because you want to be one of the first few people that respond. Because I've seen people land jobs even before Christmas because the recruiter wants to just close it out. The company wants to just close it out and say, okay, we have people that are resuming with us first week of January, right? So, December time, when it comes to hiring for these roles, they want to close out on these roles as fast as possible, and just know that they have people that are starting in January. So you want to take advantage and respond quickly and wrap it up and get it done. And then, of course, once you get those offers, do your best to negotiate. Understand what is required in the role, know what the salary range is, know what the industry pay is, and of course, negotiate your salary. Okay. So yeah, those are some tips you can start to implement right now to help you land a job in the holiday season. A lot of people actually stop job searching, but it's actually not the time to stop job searching. Even though I'm not actively looking for work, I still get a lot of offers, to I still get a lot of offers to apply to roles, or if I'm interested in roles, recruiters, trying to, pique my attention. So make sure you take advantage of that. Um, Thank you, Patrick. Tosin says, "How do you find associations?" So, Tosin, it depends on your career. Every role, every career has associations, right? So, Tosin, what do you do for project management? There is the Project Management Institute. For business analysis, there is the IIBA, the International Institute of Business Analysis. And then for Scrum, there's Scrum Alliance, there's Scrum Org, there's Scrum Study. There's so many associations that you can, join. Yeah. So you want to make sure that you do that. Okay. Yeah. Can I get remote jobs? Well, I mean, you can apply. If a company is globally remote, you can apply and land a remote job. Some jobs are remote, but remote within the country, not outside of the country. What would you say about the current meltdown in the tech industry right now? Companies are still hiring in tech, right? So the thing I want you guys to understand is never, build your career around, oh, I must work with a big tech company. Like they're like the Fang or the Mang or whatever. There are still companies that are hiring right now. Zapier is hiring, Seamless is hiring, Eventbrite is hiring. Like there's so many technology companies that are hiring right now that are not big tech, Apple, Google, Facebook, Amazon, right? Because these companies are very big, but they're publicly traded companies and stocks are really down right now. So these companies are losing their valuation really fast and they have to think of ways to cut costs. But there are other companies that are building slowly, gradually. They're not building at a very large scale. they do have investors. They're probably not public yet, and they can afford to still hire. So for me, the tech industry is still doing very well. There's no issues with the tech industry, aside from the big tech companies that are, largely publicly traded. There's still a lot of opportunities within tech. In fact, tech companies are being born every day, right? So don't build your career that you must work for a big name company. Build your career that you're available to provide value to any medium, big, medium, or small company. It doesn't really matter. I've never been one to build my career and say I must work for XYZ company. That's not for me. I believe in building my own brand and becoming sought after by companies. Besides, you're not defined by the company you work at, you're defined by the skills that you already have. Okay, the skills that you possess. All right, so I'll take a couple of questions before we round up. I'll take a couple of questions before we round up. I hope you would start to apply these strategies immediately, so that you can start to see lots of engagement this holiday season. Trust me, it's the best time to land jobs. I say this all the time. Q4 every year, best time. From November to January, you can land multiple offers if you apply all of the strategies. All right. Any questions before we round up? Okay, Abike, what's your question? All right. Yeah. Put your question in the chat and I'll answer it. And then also, if you are looking to upskill, which I always recommend, you should be upskilling. If you're looking to learn business analysis skills, learn business analysis tools and techniques, and also get the career coaching that you need to help you land these jobs. Okay, yeah. Okay. So if you're, looking to land these jobs, then you should definitely be enrolled in the business analysis school, right? You definitely should be enrolled in the business analysis school. We have certification prep classes, we have practical training classes, we have the accelerator coaching programs that are designed to help you succeed within the business analysis roles. And this covers everything around business process management, data analysis, project management, software development. Yeah. Okay. If you're interested in any of that, you can send me a DM or visit the Business Analysis School website, businessanalysisschool.com. That is the website that you need to go to, or you can send a DM. I think there are some questions here. Can you do a post on what an optimized resume looks like? Yes, I can. Buckler's gear. I'll do that maybe next week. But basically, your resume should have your professional summary. It should have your experience. It should have your skills and your education. So those are some things that your resume should always have. I want to delve into business analysis. I currently work as an HR development specialist. So, as an HR development specialist, what are the things that you do? Because if you want to work as a business analyst, then what are the things you've done that you can identify that are already business analysis skills? Right? So, within HR development, and that's for Mabel, who asked that question. Within HR development, what do you do? How do you use HR to support the business goals? So, business analysis is people, process, and technology. So, how do you support the people? Do you help to improve employee retention rates? Do you help to improve employee satisfaction? Are you helping to improve the processes for hiring, training, onboarding, offboarding? Employee exit strategies. What are you doing? Learning and development as well. Are there any LMS tools that you have implemented? Or are there any HRS tools that you've implemented as well within the organization? So, what do you do within HR that supports the business goals and objectives? So, those things that you have done, you can leverage those things as a business analyst. So you don't need to throw away your HR experience. You can leverage your HR experience to work within business analysis. So I hope that's helpful for you, Maybell. Um, so Mofe, how can I get plugged into your free webinar? So there's a free webinar you can take advantage of. If you click the link in my bio, since you're on Instagram, you'll be able to access the free training, or you can send a DM and we can send that link to you. Or if you go to the Business Analysis School website as well, there's a free training there. Okay. All right. Abike says, I need to brush up on my skills. Definitely send me a DM. Let's talk about how you need to brush up your skills for the new year. All right. Okay. Any other questions? Is business analysis same as data analysis? That's Beluche. So data analysis is a perspective of business analysis. So basically, as a business analyst, you can grow your career with data, right? So it is a technology focus of business analysis. You can grow your career as a data analyst using business analysis skills. So they're not the same in terms of the roles, because as a business analyst, you still use data, but you do so many other things. But with data analysis, you're focused on how to extract data, source data, clean data, create data visualization, and then, of course, use data to help the company make informed decisions. So your goal as a data analyst is really just focused on leveraging data to make informed decisions. As a business analyst, we're looking at everything, not just data. We're doing a lot of research. We're doing a lot of competitive analysis. We're doing some internal analysis as well. So as a business analyst is very, as a business analyst, what we do is very well rounded, not just focused on data. And that's what we teach in the business analysis school. Okay. All right. All right. Any other questions? So who is going to be updating their LinkedIn profile? Who's going to be updating their resumes? Who's going to be, connecting with these recruiters? Who's going to be setting up their profiles on job boards? Who's going to be looking at job descriptions and updating their resumes and their LinkedIn profiles? Let me know in the chat if you're going to be doing that in the next couple of days. Samuel is asking about the hard skills. So if you're interested in project management, then you want to definitely take a project management course. But definitely for you, Samuel, if you're asking about the hard skills of a project manager, when we talk about hard skills, we're talking about skills that help you to get the job done. So hard skills that you would use as a project manager. I would recommend, your decision making skills, your risk analysis skills, your schedule and time management skills, your financial analysis skills as well, your people management skills, your budgeting skills. So that's financial analysis. If you are interested in project management, but definitely take a course if you're interested in that. So Donalda says, yes, I will, Tito. Buckler Gears, Donalda. All right, Maybell. Yes, please update your resumes, right? All of the things you've done, everything you've learned. And you need to also get more active on LinkedIn. If you're not using LinkedIn, please use LinkedIn. I plead with you guys. It's a fantastic and amazing platform for you to find opportunities and for you to be found as well. So use LinkedIn. All of the opportunities I ever get within my career and also outside of my career business is all LinkedIn. So make sure you're using LinkedIn. Make sure your profile is curated, to meet, to meet and match, what you want, right? So if you're looking for a job as a business analyst and your LinkedIn profile is totally opposite, there is no way anyone will take you seriously, right? And then also, as you're learning, make sure, like if you take our masterclass, one of our courses, we always encourage you to put up your, put up your certificate. Let people know the skills you have and the skills you're learning, right? So, share what you've learned. In fact, I challenge you all, go on LinkedIn and put up a post. Talk about what you've achieved this year, courses you've taken, webinars you've attended, books you've read, right? The skills you have gathered this year. Talk about it. Put a post up, right? And share what you've done, right? People now see, oh, Donalda now has data analysis skills. That is fantastic. We do have an opportunity within our company. And since she already has experience in oil and gas, this would be a good fit. Maybe she can come join us. There's so many ways that you can start to showcase yourself during these times that you can also, so that you can also stay top of mind when these opportunities come. But remember all of the strategies we talked about, start to implement them. And we will probably talk about something else next week. Hopefully I have some time to do this again next week. I like to go live, but depending on opportunities like this where I have a window to do this. But thank you so much everyone for um joining this live stream. I hope it was helpful for you. You're very welcome, Weluche. Thank you for joining and, of course, asking that question. So if you have any further questions, send me. I don't write resumes. I don't write resumes. I don't do resume writing. But I do career coaching. So if you're interested in career coaching, you can send me a DM. So if you have any other questions, send a DM or send an email to support@businessanalyticschool.com. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a fantastic Thursday and a fantastic weekend. And for those of us in Canada, stay warm and bye. Bye, everyone.